right, in this video, you participate. Yeah, you get to participate. You will be a Hibagon, a Japanese Bigfoot. Now, you have been sneaking into the woods around this Zhaocho Hachimangu shrine and leaving evidence behind. Lots of evidence. Constructions and deconstructions. That's your background. I will be a varmint hunter, returning to my Northern Ontario roots, and I'm going to try to track you and find out where you're coming from and how on earth you're getting into here. We're in Fukuyama City, Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan. Not right downtown. We are near the outskirts of the city, near the hills, the wild hills. But we're up against a large hospital, lots of homes right around here, two major traffic arteries. We know that you get into Mount Zhao. We found your structures there. You come in there from the west. We tracked you back across the Ashita River. You can see those videos where the river bends, parts 1 and 2. But I don't think you're coming in here from the west. Route 182 goes through here. That is a pretty big barrier. From the south, no. I think you're coming in from the east and ultimately from the north. Now, that way, you're going to have the Sanyo Expressway to deal with. And I don't know how you're going to deal with that as a Hibagon. Maybe we'll find a tunnel that goes under it, a culvert or something. But across that expressway, you are home free. There's marginal land there, lots of cover, large gaps between housing. You're into those hills and you're connecting up with the vast Yamano Gorge system where you have been spotted several times. We have sightings on record from those gorges. Jinseki Kogen, too. And between here and there are the mountain where the peasant was killed and disemboweled. Remember that story? Where all the noodles were ripped out of him and lying around him. Disemboweled by an oni, which we identify as a Hibagon. And Monster Road, the traditional monster road where people were discouraged from going because there were monsters on that road. And boy, we have to visit those places, don't we? Because we do believe these old stories. So, I'm going to try to track you out of here, east and north. A, can I find your signature signs? And B, how many people am I going to meet? And how many security cameras? Because if the answer is, well, not many people and not many cameras, then I will believe that you can do this. Get in and out of here at night, middle of the night. We start at the back of the grove by this obelisk. It seems to be in the center of a lot of your modifications to the forest. While I'm counting to 100, giving you a sporting head start, I find some of your handiwork that I'd missed earlier. This Y-shaped stick, tightly wedged high up in this tree. pointing. Where? Pointing, of course, down the trail toward the shrine, the same direction as the other markers and pointers we found. Outside the grove is this parking lot. It's for hospital visitors and staff. Not used very much. Kind of an overflow parking lot. Now it is less than 50 meters to that grove. There are no people around and no cameras. Oh wait, this guy's gonna get out of his car. He hasn't seen me. I'll wait till he's gone and then I'll go. And I myself managed to stroll across the parking lot without being spotted. I go under those trees, and immediately I am onto your trail. Pushed over trees. 1, 2, 3. Did you do this, you naughty boy? Bad Hibagon. This one's beautifully done. Look how it's snapped off at the base. And see how it's woven between this trunk here and that trunk there. Wedged right in between them. On the other side of that trunk and on this side of that trunk. No way this fell like that. No way, I'm not buying it. Nice debris pile here too. Oh, you Hiba trickster. There's another one back there. I almost missed it. That's 4. All right, now you can see the end of this one has been sawn off. It's been cut off by men because it was sticking out into the road here. But all of these are snapped off at the base. So that's 1, 2. Let me paste this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is, I think the name was Inari Shrine. Going by memory, I think that's what it said on the map, but I might be confusing it with Inari Sushi. A delicious sushi, one of my favorites. But I think the name is Inari Shrine, and there's a tree snapped off right behind it. There sure are a lot of snapped over trees around here. Well, I do beg your pardon, 2 snapped off trees. Back here. You have been busy. 2 snapped off trees and 1 bent over tree. One snapped in half tree over here. The top laid to rest here. Looks to me like you walk along this fence line where you can survey the hospital parking lot. Another down tree, also snapped. And another one. Look at that. So this does look like your corridor. But in order to get through here, you have to come through there.
Well, on this side, you have a lonely bamboo hillside. Well, you could very well come through there, but I can't. And if I go all the way down, I get trapped in kind of a box canyon. So I'll leave that hillside to you. I've got to go the roadway. We'll meet up on the other side. FYI, Hibagon, PSA to Hibagon, you can come this roadway if you want to. At night, there's not going to be anybody here, and there are no security cameras. No cameras in the parking lots. No cameras that I've seen all the way. So, proceed as you will, Hibagon. I could be walking around buck naked back here, and, well, for all you know, I am. Because I haven't seen a soul since I've been back here. Since I left the Grove, I saw one guy at the parking lot get out of his car. After that, I haven't seen a single solitary soul. And it's what, 2:30 in the afternoon? Someone's been peeling bark off this tree, dropping it all around, stopping for a little bite, a bite of soft pith. Are ya? Look at that bark ripped off there. It would take a pretty strong Hibagon to rip this bark off.